So we've covered the doubter and the student with misplaced zeal. I'd like to introduce you to a third student we meet occasionally. Let's go to this student. Maybe you recognize him. This is the student who's just happy as I am. And he's too busy watching or playing video games and binge watching Netflix. And he says, President Gilbert, why do I have to do all this stuff? I'm just good how I am. I'm a nice guy. I get to church. Just lay off me. This isn't that important. What do we say to this student? And all joking aside, it may be video games, but it just may be other things that distract us from the hard work that needs to be done to accomplish the work in your education. Sister Bingham.
I just have a thought, President. I'm thinking about this student who's struggling to move beyond. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's fear of failure. You think it's just going to be too hard. I really can't do it. So I'm just not even going to try. I'm going to back down. I'm just going to not expect much because then I won't fail. I think this particular pathway program is an inspired way to help those students get beyond that fear, be able to feel like I have the support system. I have my Heavenly Father that's going to help me through this. If I make that decision to move forward, I can accomplish with the Lord's help. But sometimes I think we don't want to move beyond our comfort zone because of fear.
Thank you. Other thoughts from the group?
If we go back to the return missionary syndrome, something that just drives me crazy is that you are in a fast and testimony meeting. Somebody has been home for 12 years and they say, most spiritual time in my life is when I was in the mission field. And I just want to stand up and scream, so what have you been doing for the last 12 years? You can't just be happy as I am. This is what Elder Holland was just talking about. What are you becoming? And again, I'll just develop and dedicate. The development is the antithesis. It's the opposite of I'm happy as I am.
Elder Veteran, I'd add to that sometimes we hear missionaries say when they come home, now I'm going to get back to the real world. You were always in the real world. You are continuing to be a disciple of Jesus Christ, progressing to receive everything that God has. And it is about becoming. And we have to get that deep down in the hearts. And the question is not, am I happy? What lack I yet? And what do I need to do to move my life ahead the way Heavenly Father would have me move it ahead?
Brigham Young is reputed to have said, because I've heard it repeatedly, and quotes attributed to him, that the tragedy in life is not failure. The tragedy in life is diminished expectations. We expect too little of ourselves. We aim too low. He said, I would much rather, I'm elaborating on the thought, but the implication is I'd much rather have a goal and if there's failure or limitation or inadequacy along the way, you keep working at it and you're there. But to not to even have the goal or to have the goal too low and then say, couch potato that I am, I'm home free. That really does smack of tragedy. Again, when you think of the gospel implications of that.
So this student, it's really a story of missed potential.
Yeah, sure.
And this is hard work.
Yeah.
It takes hard work. And, this isn't a weekend workshop and you're done. This is hard work. And to go overcome being happy as you are will take that kind of grit and persistence.